Good morning, guys. It's a very beautiful day today outside. It's getting green, early summer or spring. It's warm, the birds are singing, no rain so far. And I would like to show you knives that I own and that I use and that I like. And maybe some of you guys also like knives, and maybe you will find it interesting, maybe not. So let's do it. The first knife that I would like to show you is the Victorinox Huntsman, and this knife I always carry in my backpack when I go to work, and it's very useful, a very good survival tool. It has a small blade, bigger blade, and a saw that you can actually really use. And what's very nice on this one, and one of the reasons why I bought this years ago, it has this scissors. So when you have a nail or something like that that hurts, you can cut, and it's very sharp. Then it has this can opener and bottle opener on one and on the other side, and this screwdrivers, flathead screwdrivers. Here's a little addition. Friend gave this to me. There's a little tiny flat screwdriver that you can put in here. So that's pretty cool. Then you have a toothpick and this twigs. No, I don't know the English word for it, but you know what it is. If you need to remove ticks or splinters. And yeah, it's a very useful multi-tool. Very nice, a real survival knife. The next knife that I would like to show you is my newest knife. I just bought it recently, a couple of weeks ago, 4 weeks or so. It's a Japanese higonokami knife, and it's handmade by a guy in Japan, and it has a very long history. In 1880 or so, the Japanese katana swords makers weren't allowed anymore to make katana swords, so they searched for other things to make, and one of them, with 5 other guys or so, came up with the idea of these katana swords, and not katana swords, this higonokami knives, and one of them still makes them today, and that's a very nice history. So I thought, why not? And it's very slim design, so perfect for a pocket knife that you can carry around all day. So I made this paracord lanyard to it, to wear it in my pocket, or in my pocket of my pants every day. And so far I'm very satisfied with it. It's a very simple design. It's made out of brass. It has this Japanese letters here, which I think they mean something like it's the original higonokami knife. And there's only, by the way, this one man that makes this knife that is allowed to call them higonokami, but you can read everything on the internet about the history. And it's a friction folder, which means it opens like this, and this little tab goes on here where you could put your thumb on when you cut, because there's no backlog or so. When you touch it here, it closes again, so you have to be a bit carefully. And yeah, it's like a straight razor. This is brass, and this is a laminated steel. You can see here that's a softer steel, and on the edge here there's a harder steel. Here's the line where you see it. It's a laminated steel, blue paper steel it's called. These, I think, is the name of the maker. Nagao, Mr. Nagao. Yeah, and also here you could see that in the middle of this tab there's another steel. And it's very simple design. It's been on the market since 1800, I don't know what. And so that's, for me as a history nerd, this is something very cool to have. And I think that's pretty nice knife. Very sharp. You can sharpen it very, very, very sharp, like a straight razor is. And that's a cool little knife. And so far I'm very satisfied with it. Okay, moving on to another knife with a long history. This old German Mercator knife is one of the knives that I have for a long time. It's also very slim and fits into your pocket very good, and they use it, they call it Kaiser Wilhelm knife. So it's it was basically made since World War I, I think, and a lot of German soldiers in World War I and World War II used this, and after the war it was popular in America by some gangsters because they are very slim and easy to put in your pocket, and you have a good blade, and you can make them pretty sharp. There are kind of different versions of this on the market with stainless steel blades, and also like this one is carbon steel. That's the original variant. And yes, I made this paracord lanyard to wear it or not to lose it when I'm wearing it. And yeah, it opens like this, and then there's the very nice backlock. So this is very, very tight. This holds it in place very well. You can see there Mercator, Germany, Solingen. Solingen is the city where it's made. And yeah, the darker color on this blade and also on the higonokami, it's not because it's shitty steel, it's because it's carbon steel. And when you cut like sour things, like lemons or something like that, it will get this nice patina. Some doesn't like it. I really like it. I think that's pretty cool. And yes, I think the handles are coated with black, powder coated and baked in, so that the color will hold longer. Of course, this has some wear to it because I have this for a long time and I sharpened it a lot of time, and it's a very, very nice knife to have in your pocket. And when you have this in your pocket, you really don't feel it because it's so slim. And yes, I really like these knives. I had one for years, I lost it, and I bought this one years ago. So this one always has a chain or a lanyard on it, so not to lose it. So moving on to the next one, and this knife, I just made a video about it, and sorry, it's a bit dirty because I just used it, and I just made a video about it. Maybe you should watch that. It's a self-made, do-it-yourself knife made of a German bayonet, and the original bayonet in this case was made in 1942. So this kind of has a long history too, because it was made in that old times, and the sheet is a do-it-yourself project too. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. If you're interested in this, please watch the K98K bayonet knife video on my channel. There you will see everything about it. And all that I can say now, it's a very cool and unique, sharp and very hardworking knife. Next up we have this beautiful Mora knife made in Sweden, stainless steel, and it's called the Mora Console. And yeah, it has this nice blade that has a bit of a pointy top here, and it has a Scandi grind, and the handle is made out of plastic in this middle region, and this is rubberized material, so it's it lays in your hand very good. The handle is very well made, very ergonomic, and the grip is very awesome on this one. And the sheet on this one looks like this. It's made of a very hard plastic, and here you can wear it on your belt. And there's also another nice thing that I don't have with me today, that's called a multi-mount, where it is secured like this and you can attach it to a strap or your backpack or something like that. And you can take this out, then this ring, and use it in this multi-mount. And it's very cool made here, 1981 Mora Knife on knife, if I don't know how they call it in Sweden. And this I used for a couple of years in the woods and survival trips and bushcraft and all that good stuff that you're doing, and I resharpened it a lot of times, and it's very easy to sharpen it because it has this Scandi grind. Yes, you can strike your ferro rod on this one, and now I especially use this when I'm going fishing, because it's made of plastic and you can wash it very fast. And even this sheath has this drain hole, so if you have water in it, there's no problem. The water will come out, and after you're ready done with fishing and at home, you can wash it with this dishwashing liquid and wash off all that blood and stuff. Wash that out, and everything is hygienic and nice again. So that's a very cool knife with a very nice handle, and it's not too heavy, not too big. It's more on the lightweight side. Yeah, no full tang, of course. I don't need full tang. I don't want to stand on my knives. I use them for what they are made for cutting, and no, not very much hard work. Maybe I have the bigger blades too, but that's kind of another story. So this one doesn't get abused. It's a cool knife. I like it, and it fits in here very well. You can't shake it out. And this little point here goes in, I don't know if you can see it, in a little lock, and that holds it in place. Next knife was a gift from a friend in Alaska. Greetings to you. You know who you are. Thank you very much again. And that's the Bundeswehr field knife from the 1960s, late 1960s. The German army brought this out on the market, and not on the market, they gave it to their soldiers. And yeah, it's a very thick blade. It's sharp. It has a rubberized handle, which lays in your hand pretty good. It's pretty heavy, so you can chop with it. It has this hand guard here, and on the handle there's the BW for Bundeswehr. You can take the handle apart if you want to with these screws, and it's stainless steel. This is the Miltech version. This is the handle, not the handle, that's the sheet, kind of a traditional German bayonet style with this frog, this leather frog, and this is made of, I think, aluminium. Holds the knife in place okay so far, but for that you have this closure here, and you have a good belt loop. Also big belts will fit through, and it's already in olive, so no need to camouflage painting. And so far I like this knife very, very much. I resharpened it, and one time, and it was pretty sharp when I got it, and it's a good all-round knife. I used it a lot around the house and the garden, cutting everything from paracord to cardboard to old boxes to branches and sticks and sharpened sticks. You can put your thumb on this and use the tip very nice, and that's a cool blade. That's a cool knife, cool history. Also an old knife, came out I think in 1969 or so, and they only gave it to the troops for like 2 years or 3, and then it was done. And this was not considered a fighting knife but a field knife, because in that time the German army didn't want to be a fighting army or something like that. I don't know. Today, yeah, that's another topic. Okay, that's a very, very nice knife. Thank you again. I use it a lot, and it served me well so far. And the next knife is a knife with a very long history too. So that's the AK-47 bayonet, and you saw me maybe in my Big Russian Gear video using this. I think this is the Yugoslavian version. I don't know. I think it is. And yes, you can use it on a AK, of course, as a bayonet, and you can use it as a knife / multi-tool. So when this came out, it was a very unique knife, because it has combined a knife and a multi-tool with a bayonet, and that was it was very clever from the Russians when they brought this out. And because of course you have a blade where you can cut, everyone knows this function here, the wire cutter, and then it has a saw, and there are some other features we can use it for, and little details, and of course you can use it as a bayonet too. Then you have this webbing strap here, which goes around your hand when you're using it as a fighting knife, so you don't lose it. This strap here, by the way, is original from NVA, or East German Army, and yeah, it has this nice blade in stainless steel. I think this must be, because I can't see any rust, and it's very shiny. It's not too sharp, it's not sharp at all, but that's okay. It's not a razor, and if it's not too sharp, it won't get dull too fast, and dull I think is the word for it. Then it has this kind of saw, which is not really a saw, so you can't hurt yourself with it. Maybe a bit if you go too hard on your hands, but yes, you can make little gaps into wood and something like this. This is metal here, so you can use it as a hammer. I think when you do it like this, nope, this can't do this. Some can put this in and use it as a hammer, but you can also use this like this as a hammer. Then of course you have this function here, the wire cutter. That's pretty cool. Then you can take this out here, this where the knife goes in. I don't get it out right now. I think I have to push here and use it as to hold something, like when you're starting a fire and you don't want to burn your hands. And this little frog that's on here, that's NVA or East German Army 2. So I don't know what the Yugoslavian army used, but that's just what I could get my hands on. And this was missing, and this was missing when I got this. Basically looked like this. So I added this and this to make it useful for me. It's a spider. And yeah, you can put it on your belt here. You don't if you want to use this, you don't have to open your belt and get it out. You can take it apart from this carabiner. This stays on your belt. Use the wire cutter, get through the barbed wire, and get this on it again. And yeah, so for sure not the best knife in the world, but of course better to have than nothing, and it's more than nothing, and that's pretty nice. I like it a lot. Very big, very heavy, not for everyday use of course, but yeah, history nerds like I like this shit, and maybe you like this too. Moving on to the last knife that I would like to show you today. That's the Eickhorn, that's a brand, Field Knife 2000. So that's the brand that makes the German army fighting knives, Eickhorn. The the fighting knife KM 2000 Kampfmesser 2000, yes, that's how it called. That's how it called. But this is not the KM 2000. That's the FK 2000, the Field Knife 2000. That's not made to fight. That's made for the field, and this one is much cheaper than the KM 2000, and the KM 2000 has a Tanto blade, which I don't need, and this here has a traditional, more like style blade, which I prefer much more. So that's a polymer handle on this one. You can put a lanyard through here. Here's a thumb rest, and you have this finger guards here, so you don't slip into the blade. The grip so far is okay on this one. This should be very sturdy material. It's not a full tang. It goes, I think, maybe up to here. Here you have a screw, so if you want to, you can take it apart and replace the handle if it's broken. I don't think that you are able to break it, but yeah. And it has this nice little feature that the AK bayonet has. So they adapted it here too with the wire cutter. I think I will make another video about this very soon, because I like this knife a lot and it's worth to make a longer video for this one. The sheet was original black, and I painted it in the old German redneck 3-tone color camouflage tone, like the Germans had in World War II. You can also take this apart here if you want to, so you don't have to put it off your belt when you're using the wire cutters. And this is very well made too. Here it says Eickhorn Soling. Nice snap here, and I like that it's this webbing, that it has this webbing. Here was a wire for any kind of system, hanging system. I don't know, not Molly, but Alice or something like that. I don't know what that was. I cut it off. I didn't need that, and it was kind of disturbing. So I put it away. Yeah, and the knife itself, it's very long. I don't know how many centimeters right now, but I think I will blend it in. And it wasn't very sharp when I got it. It was not. But that's okay for me. I sharpened it, and that's sharp enough for me now. I don't want this to be a straight razor, because I am doing shopping works and all kind of harder works with this big thick blade. So if it would be razor sharp, it would get dull very soon, very fast. And yeah, the sheet on this one is made of metal, holds the knife in place very well. You can also secure it with this button, and yeah, that's a very massive blade. You don't carry this around with you every day, but yeah, I just needed this, and I wanted a Eickhorn field knife 2000, and then I bought one. It's nice, has this nice coat of this black coat, so there are no shiny things on this one when you use it in tactical situations. And it's a big knife. yeah, so that's basically it. I will show you the details in another video. Yeah, and that's it. These are the knives that I'm using every day, and these are the knives that I'm using around the house or even when I'm out on the field or fishing. And I don't buy much and tons of knives. I'm not a knife collector. I like knives. I'm not a knife expert at all. I like knives, but when I buy one, I make some thoughts about it, and I don't want to buy this and that knife and then they rot in a shelf. I don't need that, and as I said, I'm not a collector, so all the knives that I buy are bought to be used. So they have scratches and I need to resharpen them and all that stuff. So they get some use when I have them. And I think that's what knives are made for. But of course, I can understand all the knife collectors. Yes, also I'm not a teacher or something like that. I just wanted to show you what knives I have and what I use, and maybe someone finds it interesting and useful. Maybe not. Yeah. Then thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice time outside. Um, please be careful when you're using knives, and don't make any shit with knives, and have a nice day. See you in the next video.